Hey, good morning everyone. Pastor Chris, and welcome to the Poolside Chat from Salt Lake City. And check this, I really am at a pool, so not lying. Right now I think it's 20 degrees outside. I'm gonna freeze to death out here. And but it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I think the mountains are that way, but I'll take pictures. Hey, so I was asked a question. Why do some people seem to ignore right and wrong? Where does this sense of right and wrong morality come from? And because some people just don't seem to have it. And I think his person asked me a question. Idea was that it comes from your sense of guilt within you. You know, your sense of morality comes from this innate thing that man, I did good or I did bad, or I'm doing right or I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's taking advantage of other people. But it comes from inside. It seems like it's common. And I hope you can hear this. It sounds really echoey. But it made me look into scripture because God actually says something about this. Now, this person was not a believer in God. He freely admits that. But he knows that I am, so that's why he asked this. And I want to go to Romans 1. This is a letter Paul wrote to the church in Rome. It's almost an explanation. It's kind of like a sermon that he would give if he was there. But he starts out in chapter 1. It's really neat what he says. And this is in, where do I start? I start in 17. It says, and that the righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. And what is this truth? For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. That for his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world and the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. I had a friend once tell me, this stuff is written in the hearts. We know it because God wrote it there. It's God's law. It was creation. So this sense of right and wrong comes from God. This sense of morality. This sense of innate right and wrong. And God makes it plain to men, and then we can see it in nature. And it sounds simple, because it really is just that simple. So, I should have done another question today, but I do appreciate it because it's a great question. Where does this sense of morality come from? How do we know when we've done wrong? Because God has made it plain. So I hope this answers your question. Keep them coming. Morality, right and wrong. And I'm going to continue this on Saturday. But in the meantime, be sure to check out the pictures. You talk about God's creation. It's just really neat to see. Going from Florida to here. Using all God's creation. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I'm Pastor Chris. Keep the questions coming. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, at FL Compass Church. And now on Instagram at FL Compass Church. Have a great week. See you Saturday.